Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show here on Main Street TV, where
ta-da!
our favorite newlywed couple is back.
How long are we going to be newlyweds?
Yeah, how long is the newlywed phase?
Till there's another newlywed couple.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Of
Adrian, you're up next.
I know. Well, Liv will be a newlywed couple here pretty soon. Like
Liv.
in like 2 weeks, or what? A week and a half? 2 weeks? A week?
A week.
Oh, I know. Isn't that crazy? So then you guys will have to pass the torch.
We'll pass the torch.
Pass it.
Yes. But Maddie and Josh are here from OSU Extension, and we're going to be talking about a lot today.
We do have a lot to talk about today. So sorry we didn't bring like a fun little activity, but hopefully we'll talk about a lot of really fun things. So
That's right. And, you know, with the 4-H, you don't think, if you're looking outside right now, you're not thinking about county fairs and 4-H probably at this moment, but it is in full swing.
Yeah. I am busy right now. This season, sort of what I call is an enrollment season. So everybody is, looking for a club, asking questions about what projects to take, how to actually get enrolled in our online system and navigating those sort of IT issues.
Yeah.
And so, it's a very, very busy time of the year. Yeah.
Very much so. And then Josh, on your side, have all kind of cattlemen's things, that are brewing, plus your, monthly meetings and all that stuff. So you all are just full of it today.
Yep. It seems like every single night for this whole month we have something going on.
Yeah.
And every single weekend we have something going on.
Yeah.
So it's that time of year.
Oh, yes, it is. See, this is what happens when you get a break in the winter, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Not really. You guys are working hard all the time. So, but you do have something, I think the most important thing for us to talk about today is what's going on tomorrow, which is your world famous, yes, 4-H open house.
Yes. So the 4-H open house is tomorrow. 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. at the fairgrounds in the 4-H building. You will see it. As soon as you pull into the fairgrounds, you'll see us. There'll be cars and signs and all kinds of stuff, so you can't miss it when you pull into the fairgrounds there. But yeah, it's one of the best events I think we put on all year.
I think so too. Yeah,
there's
it's awesome.
Games and prizes and animals and just so much fun stuff for kids to explore. And even if you're maybe thinking like, 4-H isn't right for our family now, maybe it's not a good time right now, still come and explore. Because even so, it's just a fun night out with the family, just to explore.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And there's, snacks and fun and games. And the
Prizes.
kids get to pet animals. What's not to love?
Yes.
All of that sounds fantastic. Really, really perfect time for kids to explore all the projects that they could do. And maybe if a kid's thinking, I can't take a steer to the fair or a bunny to the fair or whatever. 4-H isn't for me. They can find out about all of these other projects.
Yeah, 4-H is for every kid.
Yes, it is.
I think a lot of people, that misconception of 4-H is that it's just agriculture, that it's just livestock and the county fair, and that's kind of it. But 4-H has over 220 projects that kids can take. So anything from coding and robotics to science to cooking to sewing to leadership, government. Literally anything that you can think of, there's a project for.
That's right. And if you don't like one of the 200 plus projects, you can invent your own.
You literally can. Yeah. It's called a self-determined projects, and we have kids take them every year. If you have a child that has a super niche interest, and that is really knowledgeable and excited about something, we love to kind of champion that and let that child share that.
What are some of those self-determined projects that stick out to you? Can you remember any of them that the kids have done that you're like, whoa?
Yeah, so 4-H has art projects. There's a graphic design project. There's a basic art, drawing, painting, some of those sorts of things. But beyond that, it doesn't go super in depth. And so there's a child in our 4-H program every year. She does sculptures, and her sculptures are absolutely stunning. just like,
whoa.
And she spends hours and hours on these sculptures and then brings them in for project judging. So her self-determined art project is sculpture making. It's really cool.
Very cool.
Yeah. I always tell kids, I think sports gets in the way of 4-H involvement sometimes.
Okay. Yes.
And when I was in 4-H, my little brother was kind of trying to decide whether or not he wanted to pursue sports a little more, or if he wanted to stay in 4-H, what that looked like. And so he did a self-determined basketball. And every club meeting, we had club meetings at our local elementary school. So we would go and we'd go play basketball. And he would teach us, how to hold the ball and shoot and different games like cow and knockout. And it was like a really fun way to keep him involved in 4-H, but also, pursue that love of sports.
It's almost his intro to coaching.
Yeah, right?
and for parents, I know when I was in 4-H, I took a self-determined project, and my dad told me one year, we're going to remodel the basement because we're going to move you to the basement. So
I'm kicking you out of the nest.
So to kill two birds with one stone, that was my 4-H project that year, was a self-determined project of what we did to renovate our basement.
So
talking about all the tools. He used me. So if you've got how to clean out a barn, how to clean out a trailer, we can make it into a project for you.
If you need to remodel your home and you want your kid to do it, 4-H is your key.
Yes, yeah. We see
That's
a lot
hilarious.
It is really funny. We see a lot of like pet projects with self-determined.
Okay.
And so there's, in 4-H, there's dog pet projects, there's cat pet projects, guinea pigs, things like that. But we see like self-determined reptiles if they have like a gecko or something like that. We see, snakes. One of my favorites was the cockroaches. Shout out. There's a kid in Pike County who does cockroaches, and they're sick and awesome and just really cool.
Wait, he has pet cockroaches?
Yes.
There's one person who does pigeons. So raising carrier pigeons and teaching them.
Actually, that's really fun.
Yeah,
that's cool.
It's different. It's a different category, and you don't know what to expect.
It's kind of like I said, if you have a kid that has a really niche and specific interest, and it doesn't really kind of fit anywhere else, that's where that self-determined project can come in, and they can share that really niche interest that they're passionate about.
Well, and I think that's the whole thing, is not only are they growing their interest, but they're also exposing other kids to like. I've heard of carrier pigeons. I would have not the slightest clue how to train one, but I would love to learn that. And, that is so cool.
And the little cockroaches thing, I never ever would have thought about that before. But yeah.
What do you do with cockroaches?
They're like hissing cockroaches. They're like
the Madagascar
they're like
ones?
real big and fat. Yeah. And
the ones they eat on Fear Factor.
Well, and I think you've fed them to another pet. I think so. I'm not really sure. I think
this is going downhill fast.
I think you fed them to a lizard or something. But it was super cool. They that family raises them, they breed them, and that's like a business that little boy has. And then he sells them to pet stores and stuff like that.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it was really cool.
It's the hardest category to judge because you could be doing pigeons, you could be doing cockroaches, you could be doing farming. You never know what's coming
building
up.
a kite. Yeah. I mean, who knows?
Right.
It could be anything.
I don't know if we've come on the show and talked to them about the project book that you wrote this year.
So we went to Highland County and judged a project, and it was all about field crops. So looking at their corn, soybeans, self-determined. Yeah. And as I was listening to those kids, I was like, why is this not a project? So
you think of 4-H? I mean, why? That seems so obvious that would be a thing.
So I was looking through everything. I was like, we don't have it as a project. It was as a guide to help you with a self-determined one. So we took that and we made it into a book, and it's called Field Crops and Forages, because we also don't have anything written about hay.
Yeah.
And majority of our areas around here are growing hay and harvesting hay. So I was like, we got to make a project. So we made a new project book called Field Crops and Forages, and it's actually new this year. So we started writing it 2 years ago, and it's officially came out this year for people to take all across the state. So that's pretty cool.
I tell our kids, I said, this is a new project this year, and you can take this project, and the expert is literally in the county.
In your backyard, yeah. I still am pushing for adult 4-H. I think that I want to take some of these projects.
Adult 4-H is being a volunteer.
True that.
It's so fun and it's so rewarding. And I truly do think that if we can, just get people to the open house to kind of explore and see what 4-H is, and to see that we have all of these clubs. There's, I think, not quite 25 clubs. I think we have 22 clubs in Jackson County, all across the county. I mean, they're so spread out, and they're all there. And some clubs are actively like, hey, come join our club. And you can sign up right then and there.
Some have like their niches, as you said, too, and some,
So it'll be a really fun event. Also at the open house, like we said, there's going to be snacks, there's going to be prizes, there's going to be games, and animals and all kinds of really fun stuff. But there's also 2 community service projects that we have happening at the 4-H open house tomorrow.
So how do you help?
So, listen up. If you are a person like me who spent some time this winter after the holidays, maybe cleaning out your closets or, just looking at all of the stuff, maybe you're in the spring cleaning mood now that it's warm outside, Goodwill will be doing a donation drive at the fairgrounds tomorrow night during that event. So you can come, they'll have their little trailer there, and you can offload all of the things that you no longer want in your home. So,
yay!
We have 4-H has a good partnership with Goodwill. Goodwill of South Central Ohio just is a really good supporter of 4-H. They help us with some of these environmentalism kind of projects that we're working on, an Earth Day project that we're working on. And so Goodwill is taking things like electronics. If you have old cell phones or computers or just electronics in general that maybe you don't need, they will strip those down. I have about 100 of those. They will strip those down, all the wiring, and recycle it all.
Let me ask you this, just from a security standpoint. Do you have to wipe all that stuff out, or do they take care of destroying it?
They work with Dell, like computers, Dell, and Dell helps them recycle all of it. So Dell securely takes it and wipes it.
Because that's what, I mean, I'm sure that would keep people from...
Yeah, I think
that's why I've not gotten rid of any of my laptops and stuff, because I don't know what's on them.
And I'm sure that, you could always ask a representative at Goodwill for more information. It is probably a good idea to go ahead and wipe those things, just to be on the safe side. But they take everything and they strip it apart and they use the parts for other things. So if you're donating, let's say like an old cell phone, they're not going to fix it and then give it to somebody else to use as a cell phone again. They're going to strip it down and use it for other things.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Recycle it.
Yeah. So that's the biggest thing. I think a lot of people, Bill at Goodwill told me that a lot of people don't realize that they can donate their old electronics.
Yeah.
They'll take furniture, of course, clothing, toys, and things like that. So if you're in the spring cleaning mood and want to kind of give back to your kid, a job placement program for local high school students to help them find summer jobs. And so that's like a program that we are kind of working with them to help them identify some kids that maybe need some work like that, and then to kind of get them involved. So they just do a lot of really great work, and we're really excited to kind of give our community the opportunity to offload some of that stuff, but also help
it's
out
win-win.
The process. Yeah.
Yes.
And then the next community service project that's happening at the open house tomorrow is our annual Stock the Trailer canned food donation drive. So the Junior Fair Board, this is some members of our Junior Fair Board last year with their trailer. They literally fill a livestock trailer full of food.
Love that.
And so this is a program in partnership with the Farm Credit and Rural First America. And so it's a contest. And so it's between county fairs and the states, kind of split by regions. And the county fair to collect the most food, the most poundage, gets a cash prize. I think they award like a top 3. So the first year that our Junior Fair Board did this contest, they collected 350 pounds of food. They were able to set it all on the cattle scales and weigh it. Last year, they collected 4,220 pounds of food. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And every single bit of that food stays locally here in Jackson County. So it's a really important project to them. The teens absolutely love it. They're really passionate about it. So last year, the week after the fair, they come back and they load everything into their cars and they split into the teams and they drive all around the county, and put things in blessing boxes and donate food pantries. And it's a really, really great project for them.
What are some of the things that would be good to donate?
Yeah.
Obviously not perishable.
Yeah. It needs to be non-perishable foods. So things like beans, rice, instant meals like ramen, boxes of mac and cheese,
stuffing.
Pasta, and then anything canned is great. Think like pasta sauces, canned vegetables, soups are always really good, the canned soups. And then, of course, bottled water. A lot of people don't, kind of forget water is a needed resource for a lot of people. And still to this day, there are a lot of people in our communities who don't have access to clean water. And so cases of bottled water are really important. Sports drinks and, things that maybe kids would want like for lunches or things like that. They also donated some to our emergency services last year too. So they took some cases of bottled water and those sports drinks to like our local EMS and fire departments.
That's thoughtful.
So yeah, it's a really, really great project. And so if you are interested, and you're stopping by the open house, maybe grab a few things from your pantry to bring along with you to donate to the Junior
We
Fair
all
Board.
have that. Don't say you don't.
Yeah. So, anything else I'm missing about those things, Josh? I can't remember. I think that's it. The two community service projects that we've got going on tomorrow.
I think the main thing is just to let everybody know that this open house is tomorrow evening at the fairgrounds. Don't be I think people get intimidated by the fairgrounds because they only go up there during the fair and they're like, I don't know which way to go or where. Listen, there's no fair there. Like you can drive right to the thing and you'll be fine.
You'll see us. Yep. We'll have banner flags available. It's in the 4-H building, which is the green and white building kind of there. So you'll definitely see all the cars and kind of know right where to go. So.
You will. And rain or shine. So if we have any of these stupid storms, don't worry about it. Just come on anyways.
Yep. Rain or shine. Everything is inside the 4-H building. And then all of the livestock are down in the show arena under the cover of the barns. So, just a quick walk down there to the barns and everything's out of the rain, So I think that's another thing at the open house. People forget that we have animals down there.
That's right.
So if you're coming and you kind of start up in the 4-H building, don't forget to walk down and go and see the livestock in the show arena and pay them a visit. So
who doesn't love to pet cute, fluffy animals?
Yes, yeah.
Sorry, but yes.
I do know, can confirm there will be little baby goats in attendance.
Stop.
Like little baby, like holding little tiny baby goats. Yeah. Yep. And a mini donkey. So don't want to miss it. Josh is laughing.
We're like such girls. We're like, oh, cute.
He's like, I used to raise goats. It's nothing special to me.
Yeah. We had 200 of them running around.
But yeah, the open house is going to be super fun. Like I said, if you are even thinking about joining 4-H or just want to come and learn more, it's a great spot to just come and visit and explore a little bit. Even if you're just looking for something to do with your kids that night, there's going to be crafts and activities for them to do, things for them to kind of make and take home. And so it'll just be a fun night for out with your family.
We're not going to tie you up and force you to join 4-H. Like, it's not going to happen. It's more of just a fun night.
Yeah, it's a fun night out with the family. And if you have questions, there are plenty of people there to help answer those questions for you. I'll be bebopping around. So happy to, just grab a hold of me and say, hey, I have this question, can you answer it? So there's club advisors and people that have been volunteering for a very long time there that can help and, just get you started in the program.
There you go.
Yeah.
Very good.
So we do the open house during Ohio 4-H week. This is a very special week.
This is a very special week.
So some people have always asked me, our 4-H enrollment deadline in Jackson County is April 1st. And so why do we do the open house kind of now? And so this week is Ohio 4-H week. It's always the week that ends with the second Saturday of the month or whatever Saturday is this Saturday.
It's always after daylight savings
always
time.
after daylight savings.
So everybody's always sleepy.
Yeah. So the Jackson County Commissioners actually proclaimed this week as Ohio 4-H Week.
Yay!
Oh, there they are. So we went and met with them, I think, 2 weeks ago, and they signed us a lovely proclamation, which will be available at the open house for everybody to see. But we're so grateful for the commissioner support. Even wore their green there, I see.
That's so cute.
And so just celebrating Ohio 4-H Week, each day has a different sort of theme. And so I think this week started with Service Sunday. And, clubs and 4-H members were encouraged to participate in community service and kind of keep that going. Today is Wear Green Day. Can't really wear green.
We can't do that here.
Can't really wear green today because if not, I'll be a bunch of bricks.
Yes.
But I did bring a green T-shirt to change into for later today.
And I don't know if you noticed, Maddie and I are wearing the exact same outfit we had in that picture. So we wear the exact same clothes every single day.
I was going to say, pull that picture back up. I was going to say that, and I was like, oh, maybe.
Are we wearing the same thing?
We're wearing the exact same outfit.
That's hilarious.
So,
oh my gosh.
Red Ohio State shirt, the exact same black shirt she's got.
Oh my goodness.
We should have just said we came straight from there.
We came straight to the commissioner's office as they just handed us this proclamation.
No, Maddie and I, we wear the exact clothes.
You even have a black T-shirt underneath.
You do.
I have like 3 of these.
That's
I have 3 black
funny.
T-shirts because in the summer I just wear them underneath everything. It's perfect.
That's kind of embarrassing, Josh. Why would you point that out?
I'm letting everybody know I do it all the time. If you see me, you know exactly what clothes I'm wearing because I just throw them in the washer, wash them, put them right back on.
Well, at least he washes them.
At least you guys know he washes his clothes.
Yes.
I do wash them.
When they start standing up on their own, we wash them.
So Ohio 4-H Week is this week. The Ohio 4-H Week always ends with the Ohio 4-H Conference in Columbus.
Okay.
Which is always very exciting. But you'll kind of see us post on our social media every day this week. The theme of the day, how you can interact, whether it's, Throwback Thursday, and you can post a picture of yourself when you were in 4-H, maybe telling us what your favorite memory is, or shouting out a mentor or a volunteer that helped you in your journey. So that Ohio 4-H Week is a really fun week, and we always have the open house during Ohio 4-H Week to kind of celebrate and come together and really, just celebrate 4-H and kind of everything that has to offer everybody. Yeah. And so enrollment deadline is April 1st. So everything has to have a deadline. Everything has to kind of come together.
You have to make a decision, folks.
So I have a lovely picture of Brutus. We do work for Ohio State, and Brutus would love to remind everybody that we want you to join Ohio 4-H.
That's right.
Isn't he so cute? I love him.
Love him.
So here in Jackson County, our enrollment deadline is April 1st. And so you have until then to choose a club, choose a project, come to the open house, if you're still trying to figure that out, and then get enrolled in our online 4-H enrollment system. So if you have questions, of course you can give us a call down at the Extension office, and we'll be happy to help you.
Or just come to the open house tomorrow. That would be the right thing.
You can literally enroll tomorrow night. You can literally just pick a club, pick a project, and enroll and get it done tomorrow night.
And then you're set.
And then you're set.
The summer.
You're good. Yeah.
Yeah. I have a funny story about Brutus. When we first opened courtside down in Gallipolis, we had this really sweet, and she's grown up now, but had this little tiny itty bitty girl that started as a host, and she was super young, and she wanted to know. We had a big Brutus down there that my mom made, and she wanted to know why the statue had toast for a head.
Oh my goodness!
And I'm like,
do you not know who Brutus Buckeye is?
No. She did not.
Wow.
Well, she was from West Virginia. I'll give her that. She was like 15 years old, but she said, why does Brutus have toast on his head? And I said, I guess I could see where you would think that.
Yeah.
But It's a Buckeye.
Now I want to see a picture of this Brutus statue so I can see the toast head.
Yeah.
That's
I have to
funny.
Find one.
That's funny. Well, we love Brutus, and Brutus wants everybody to join 4-H.
It's not toast.
So
it is a Buckeye.
it is a Buckeye. Yeah.
I'll never forget that, though. It was the funniest thing she ever said.
I'm trying to think. I know I sent you guys a ton of flyers today. We have so much going on in the 4-H world. Something else just a few quick things that I wanted to mention, and then I'll kind of turn it over to Josh to talk about a lot of his upcoming ag programs because they've got a lot of really great stuff coming up too.
Yes.
The 4-H Horse Committee is doing a fundraiser later this month. They have kind of started doing this annual tax sale. And so if you're a person who has horses or livestock, this isn't just for horses. There's lots of really great stuff there for all sorts of livestock. They do a big tax sale and chicken noodle dinner. The chicken and the chicken noodles is 4-H raised. It's some of our 4-H market turkeys from last year. One of our 4-H kids, donates that chicken to make this fundraiser happen.
That's amazing.
And so that's on March 21st. Dinner will start to be served at 2 o'clock, and then the auction will happen at 3. So we've got Hartley Auction Services coming to make that auction happen. There's going to be some Chinese auctions, some silent auctions and things like that, baked goods, all kinds of really great stuff. The horse committee is really trying to build a new horse arena.
Yes.
And so they're working really hard to fundraise that money to build all new fencing, kind of level it out, make some really needed improvements.
And listen, it sounds so easy, but that stuff is so expensive.
Yes, they need to fundraise about $16,000 to make it happen.
Lot. And if you've never, I know this, if you've never tried to get the footing right in a horse arena,
yes,
it's nearly impossible.
And our arena isn't covered, so rainy weather makes things hard.
It's tough.
Yeah. So they are working really hard to fundraise. Maybe if you're a local business owner, you may have received a letter from them seeking support and donations. So I just encourage the community to come out to that tax sale and support them in that. So our 4-H horse kids can have a safer, more secure arena to ride in.
And it's the whole thing. Also, do they accept donations?
They do. They are accepting donations right now. They have
like tack? Because I've got a ton of stuff.
I think they are accepting tack donations. Yeah, let us talk about that. Yeah, I think they are accepting tack donations. So if you
y'all got to clean it because I'm not. But
if you have items that you want to donate towards that, I'm sure they will happily take those for their auctions and stuff. Yeah, that would be great. And just the horse arena is coming along. If you want to support in any way, they kind of have levels, so they're going to recognize their donors. So I think their gold level is like $500 or more, and then it's kind of tiered from there. And so they'll have banners and different ways to kind of recognize those folks that support this fundraiser for their new arena, which is really exciting. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Love that.
And then final fundraiser is Canner's Cave 4-H Camp.
Okay.
So Canner's Cave 4-H Camp is trying to get new chairs for the main lodge.
We've talked about these stinking chairs.
They're
not okay.
So as you can see this beautiful graphic, you can see the old, orange, and broken. You can't hardly see it, but you can see they've got tears in them kind of in the bottom. And then the kids pick at them and pull all the stuffing out. And so these chairs were actually purchased by Canner's Cave when, Josh, in the late 70s?
Before I was born.
It was a long time.
And they were used
then. Yeah. So these chairs are probably from the 60s, if not older.
Look at the color. They have to be.
They are, but they're very sturdy, and Camp is actually selling them because they're still usable. They're very sturdy. It's just they're just not quite what we need anymore.
Plus, it's nostalgic. If you went to the camp and you're like, "Oh, that was the chair."
Yeah, I will always remember the orange chairs at Canner's Cave when I was a kid. So they're trying to purchase new of the Lifetime, the heavy-duty plastic chairs that will last hopefully just as long as the orange chairs have. They're easier to store, they're easier to fold, they're easier for the kids to pick up and put on the tables when we need to sweep. And so you can help support and sponsor a chair by donating just $30. Just $30 will get us a chair, to support those new chairs in the main lodge. So
now I disagree with you on the easier to fold. Those old chairs, they've got a neat trick to them. Now, if you don't know the trick, you don't know how to fold them up. You struggle.
So now you're telling your age because you're old enough to know the trick.
So the trick is it's got the bottom ones built like this. You got the front and the back. You put your foot on the back one, you just lift up. And it just shoots it right on up. And it folds.
So are you talking like it's kind of like a sawhorse where you got to or a ladder?
All you got to do is put your foot on the back end of it and just lift it up and it automatically folds. That's all it is. And all you see the kids just struggle because they're trying to like push it together.
So
like the
heavy. They are kind of heavy.
I bet they are heavy.
They are very heavy.
Yeah. So Canner's Cave, support them in that. I don't think a lot of people realize that Canner's Cave is a venue. We had our wedding there. Lots of people have their weddings there, banquets, dinners, birthday parties, all kinds of stuff. And when I was wedding planning, I didn't really want bright orange chairs as part of my wedding.
Didn't really go with your decor.
It just didn't go with it just didn't really fit. And they do have lovely chair covers that are black or white, and you can choose. But just a neutral black plastic, easy to clean,
yes,
will be very helpful for the camp as we, move kids in and out and clean up after breakfasts and lunches and dinners. And but yeah, I think that it'll be really helpful for the camp. It is time. It is. So I can look through kind of what else I sent you. I don't know if there's anything I missed, Adrian. You have to hold me accountable here.
There's the Arby's.
Arby's!
Oh my gosh, we forgot Arby's.
Man, okay. More fundraising, right? So something people ask all the time is, why does 4-H and the fair and all of these things do so much fundraising? And I feel like people see us as kind of one entity, but we're not. There's the horse committee, there's the livestock committee, there's the fair board, there's Canner's Cave, right? And so we all kind of do our own thing to make the entire program successful. And so there's a lot of fundraising that happens for a lot of different
big
things.
Umbrella, lots of different things going on.
Yeah. So we have a fundraiser right now happening with Arby's. Arby's actually reached out to us about doing this.
That is so cool.
And so if you stop into Arby's anytime during the month of March, they will ask you to donate $1 to the Jackson County 4-H program. And that dollar stays right here locally, goes directly to our program. And so dine at Arby's this month and help us kind of support some of the programming that we do here in the county. Those dollars would go to things like camp scholarships and sending kids that maybe can't afford it to go to 4-H camp this summer.
That's awesome.
Senior scholarships for some of our graduating seniors. Things like supporting volunteer training, getting volunteers the resources that they need. Just anything that you can think of that kind of helps us operate the 4-H program. That's why we do a lot of that fundraising.
That's right. And Arby's is just good.
It is good. Yeah.
I
love Arby's.
They have the meats.
They do have the meat.
It is good. So yeah, thank you. Lots of fundraising going on. We're kind of in that season.
It is an alpha gal nightmare.
Oh.
But other than that, it's really good.
The curly fries are really good.
The curly fries are really good, yeah.
And so you'll see 4-H members maybe selling candy bars this time of the year. All of our clubs sort of do their own little fundraisers to buy club t-shirts or, help their kids, do things that they need to do. Every club kind of does things a little bit differently. So if you see a 4-H club advertising, hey, support our fundraiser. I know one of our clubs has a barbecue dinner coming up.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah. So, just support them in those endeavors because it all goes back to the kids and helps make this program better for our kids and supports them in paying for things, like going to 4-H camp or maybe supplies for their projects that they need, club t-shirts, just those things that these kids want and need as part of this project.
And listen, there's no kid that should not be able to participate in 4-H because of money.
Yes.
That's not okay. because it's too valuable.
Yeah, and that's I'm doing a thing on our social media. You'll see Mythbusters busting some 4-H myths, and one of the myths that I think people have is that they just can't afford 4-H. They just can't be a part of 4-H. And, sometimes I do agree. 4-H livestock are very expensive.
Yes.
Especially if you're just getting started in that. There are some projects that do require a lot of supplies or things, but for the most part, a majority of our 4-H projects can be done with things already found within your home. Mm-hmm. Cooking projects, things like that. So we have a lot of ways and a lot of resources that we can get kids involved in the program that may not have those resources or support systems themselves. So again, if you think that maybe your kid can't be involved because of that, talk to me and we can figure it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
There's help.
There's help. But I think that's all I've got, Adrienne, right? That was all I have. Yeah.
Oh.
So I have.
That's all she has. That's all she's got. Not a whole lot.
I know. There's always so much. I could sit here and I could put my whole monthly newsletter up there and just scroll through every page and talk about it. But if want to learn more about 4-H, again, just come to that 4-H open house tomorrow night. If you want to subscribe to my monthly newsletter, I'm happy to add you to that newsletter list so you can get it. But follow us on social media. We're always posting things about what we're doing, ways to support the program. But yeah, thanks for talking about 4-H today.
We love it.
Yeah. Josh, what do you have? You got a lot.
Yeah, we've got a lot, so we'll rapid fire it off. So if you don't plan to
sit back and relax, because we're going to shoot this at you.
So can we just touch back on what is the difference between my job and your job? Because I feel like a lot of people don't get that or understand. I do 4-H, but they see us together a lot, right? And see what things. So maybe explain that again.
So 4-H is that youth development program where they hit a lot of kids in the agricultural area, but they also hit, all the projects like we talked about today. My specific job is anything agriculture and natural resources. So working with farmers, adults, bringing that education that Ohio State does up at the college down to the county. So bringing all that information down. So one example of that is if you don't plan to go to Maddie's open house, we have a cattlemen's program coming up, and we are bringing down Ohio State University's forage or nutrition specialist. So she's going to come down and talk about things we can think about when we're supplementing our beef cows here in Southern Ohio. So specifically tailoring it to that fescue. So a lot of our pastures in Ohio have fescue. That's a lot what our cattle are eating. So what do we need to supplement? Do we need to add some corn to it? What does our forage testing looks like? Because last year we had a lot of hay made. A lot of it was not good quality. So a lot of the challenges we seen this winter was feeding it and trying to figure out what to supplement. So this program is going to be a good, you go through it, it's like trial and error. So if you didn't understand exactly what we were doing this winter, come and learn so you can see if you made a mistake, if you're doing it right, and you're able to learn from that and do it next year. Because the last 2 years we've been in drought situations where we've had 2 years ago lack of hay and quality, and this year we had a lot of hay, but we still lack the quality. So trying to figure out what our plan is moving forward with that. So if you're interested, that program is going to be at 6:00 at the Extension office. We do have our Jackson County Soil and Water Conservation District. They are sponsoring the program along with our cattlemen's group. So a couple entities working together to make that one happen. That one's going to be tomorrow. Tomorrow at 6:00. Yep. So if you're interested, just give me a call. We'll put you down. It should be a good program. We also have, Maddie talked about the differences between our programming. So some of them overlap. So we talk about quality assurance. So this past last week?
So last
week? I don't know. The days are running together.
Yeah.
We had a quality assurance training with the Farm Bureau out at Park's Edge. So that's mainly a 4-H program, but it also goes into agriculture, and agriculture is for everybody for my job, so both youth and adults.
So there's kind of youth quality assurance that we do with our livestock exhibitors. If you remember, I think maybe the last time we came on the show, we did some QA activities. Are we still on? Okay. And so the last time we were on the show, we did some youth QA activities, but part of Josh's job is, we do youth QA with our youth livestock exhibitors, but that's a requirement when you are a livestock producer as an adult, farmer, as an adult producer.
Yeah,
so we kind of take that from youth to adults with Josh. And And so, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so the quality assurance, kids have to have it to show the animals at the fair. So I help teach with that. But we also do adult quality assurance as well. So we have a program called Beef Quality Assurance, BQA. And that's a program that adults have to go through for certification to be able to sell to certain packers.
Right.
So the summary of beef quality assurance is, are we treating our animals right? And are we giving medications right? Because one of the big stories that I hit on in beef quality assurance is that there's a story that came out that found that there was a beef carcass that had 8,000% the amount of medications it should legally have in its body. So that's 80 times the amount of medication that it should have in its body going to processing.
Why?
And that's attempting to go into our food system. So if we as producers are doing that, all that does is provide mistrust in the stuff that we're doing. So we want to make sure that we're following all those standards, making sure that everyone's doing their part to keep that from happening, because that medication is linked to different types of illnesses, cancers, all different types of issues that we have. So that's one program that we're having up in 2 weeks. It's going to be on March 23rd. That's a Monday at 6. If there's any type of youth that want to come to this training, this also counts as quality assurance if they're taking a beef project. So yeah, it's a good program to sit through. Food will be provided by the cattlemen's. They'll get pizza. You just have to let me know and we'll register you.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah.
The last thing I got is we have a spring Hunter's Ed, so Hunter's Education class that's coming up. That's going to be at the Jackson Bow Hunters Club. I'll be teaching it on March 21st and 22nd. That's a weekend, and it's going to be right before turkey season. So we're going to tailor a little bit of it towards turkeys. But this is the class that's going to be able to get any type of youth, any type of adults, that Hunter's Education Safety Card. So that's a good program that we've been doing with Jackson Bow Hunters for the last year and a half or so that we've been working with. They provide different types of supplies for any kids registered. So if you register, they usually get you like a bright orange hat, vest. They get you some of those materials. So good class to go through.
The stuff you have to have, but is also up for safety.
Right.
You know, makes it safer.
And Josh doesn't give himself enough credit. I know if you're an adult and you probably remember doing Hunter's Ed as a kid. I remember when I did Hunter's Ed as a kid, I was a lot of sitting and listening, and it was kind of boring and not super fun. Josh makes it fun.
We played Jeopardy.
Josh makes it engaging.
Love that.
He gets them learning, and it's really fun. So if you're a youth or an adult that needs that, Josh does a good job.
So
Yay,
pretty
Josh.
high passing percentage, I'd like to say.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. And lots of stuff going on, like we said. So stay watching our Facebook page and stuff. I know you have a newsletter. Yeah.
We got a cattleman's banquet that's coming up on April 4th. So if you're interested in coming to the cattleman's banquet, feel free to call that number. I don't know who's taking reservations. It's someone on one of our boards. But call that number listed there and reserve your spot today. So they're getting steaks from the river. So you don't have to drive far to get steaks from the river, $45. That involves your meal and your membership, and there's going to be live music, so it should be a good time. So if you're interested in that, make sure you call that number there to RSVP.
And how do people join the Cattlemen's?
So one way that you can join the Cattlemen's is going to our banquet and paying for it. That gets you your membership. Or if not, you can reach out to one of our board members, or you can reach out to me and I can get you in touch with one of those board members, and they can get you the way to pay for your membership. I think membership due is $20, I think, but I can refer you to the right person to talk to for that.
It's just so valuable because you have the meetings and you have all the stuff and education, and there's always a program, and so there's so much going on.
Yep. Yeah. They're always trying to promote that beef education. So these programs, all the funding, the food couldn't be possible without them. So we really enjoy our Cattlemen's group and their mission. So
very cool.
Yeah.
Well, is that all you guys have?
That's all we got.
I think so. I know that was a whirlwind, friends.
Woo!
Thank you for sticking with us.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. And what are the Facebook pages that people can join?
The Jackson County OSU Extension is our main Facebook page. Josh and I both share things on there related to our programming. And then just about each committee has their own page. The Jackson County 4-H Horse Committee has a page. The Jackson County Livestock Committee has a page. Of course, the Senior Fair Board, the Jackson County Fair, they have a page if you want to stay up to date on what's happening with the fair. But if you want to follow Josh and I, follow us on social media, the Jackson County OSU Extension page. And
Okay,
we try to
perfect.
post a lot of stuff on there.
And Adrian said he put it in the link. So there you go.
Nice.
Perfect.
Or
And if,
put the
What
link
a
in the
pro.
comments.
What a pro.
and if you want
Yeah.
more agriculture ones, that's not enough for you, we have our Jackson County Cattlemen's Association. That's what they're called on Facebook. And then we also have our Jackson County Farmers Club. So
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah,
good
there's
group
so
spot.
much.
So
There is
many
a
to follow.
lot. Yeah.
And you should be part of all of it.
Yes. Yeah.
Costs you nothing to follow.
Yeah.
There you go. Absolutely. All right. Well, you two, thank you so much for stopping by today.
Yeah,
I see
thank you.
Jeremiah's here with a big stack of news. So we're going to go through that. And it's always fun having you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks for having
us.
us on.
Anytime. You're welcome back. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, we do have a message or two to play, and then we'll be back with Jeremiah and some news in just a moment.
At Vinton County National Bank, we believe in supporting the areas where we live and work. Now, our new Community Champions account is especially for first responders, veterans, active military, and anyone employed in the fields of healthcare or education. This account offers rewards, discounts, and other benefits to those who give so much to others. Vinton County National Bank, rewarding those who serve.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
All right, and we are back with our good friend Jeremiah.
I feel like I'm off center
Aw,
here.
You're off kilter a
Off
little.
kilter.
You know you've got a pole dance around here.
You do.
You have to
There's-
straddle the pole.
Right here.
If you
Got
don't
it.
straddle the pole, it's not right.
I'm straddling. So, good morning.
Good morning.
I tell you what, it is toasty in Main Street TV studios
You
this
think?
morning.
It's
I walked
so
in
hot.
and I was like, whoo.
Yeah, it is so
It's
hot
like you guys
in
are having
this
a
room
sauna.
every day that I get up and my jeans are soaked. But that being said, our camera went off a minute ago because it overheated, if that tells you anything of how hot it is in
Need
this room.
to turn the heat off out there or something.
Yeah, we're not allowed. So
No,
that's
okay.
neither here nor there.
I mean, it's 70 degrees
Actually, it
outside
is.
is what my phone said.
Yeah.
Let me see here. What's it say now? 71 right now. 71 in showers. Heard some rumbles of thunder.
I did hear some thunder earlier.
A couple things real quick, and then I'll get into the main event. You know, because Pete queued it up yesterday about Jackson City Schools.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
The meeting last
the
night.
Meeting, yeah.
A couple things I saw while I was sitting over here waiting in the wings. The city of Jackson has shared that the utility office is currently closed due to internet issues this morning.
Okay.
It says they are working on the issue at hand and will reopen as soon as the issue is fixed. So if you're planning to go like pay your bill or something,
Yeah. Okay.
they're closed at the moment.
Gotcha.
It says that this issue is also impacting the phone lines citywide as well. So if you're trying to call any of the city offices
Okay.
and you can't get through,
That's why.
that's why. Over in the city of Wellston, they have announced that South Minnesota Avenue is closed from West 2nd Street to the alley due to a water main repair, and they're asking folks to seek an alternate route.
Okay.
So there's a couple things that have been posted just in the last, it was like 15, 20 minutes.
Alrighty.
So if you're out and about in those cities, just be aware of those. Wanted to open with how Phil Howard opened his comments about what we're going to talk about.
Mhm.
So I'm going to play this little sound clip, and hopefully it'll come through okay, and it's not terribly loud. And this is Superintendent Phil Howard.
I'm gonna say that this is my 40th year in education, and nothing's been tougher than this.
And that's how he opened it, and he got choked up about it.
Yeah.
And Kim Harless, who's the president, thought he was done and was going to have somebody make a motion. Mr. Howard's like, wait, I'm not done talking, and proceeded to talk. And he went on to explain, he went around this past week on Friday and informed 16 to 17 people, because one, I guess, was not in school that day, that, hey, you're going to be subject to RIF, which is reduction in force. And he said, he's been doing this a long time, and he's had to, terminate people's contracts for cause. He's had to, talk people into resigning for cause. He's like, these people, they haven't done anything wrong. And a lot of them are stellar in what they do, is the way that he put it.
Sure.
But last night on the agenda at Jackson City School District Board of Education, the board approved 2 new business items. One was reduction in force, and it says approval of a resolution suspending teaching contracts due to reduction in force for financial reasons. And the other part was a resolution implementing the pay to participate fee structure for athletics and extracurricular activities. And both of those, the board approved. A lot of tears were shed.
I'll bet.
During that portion of the meeting. And we will be writing about those. I will say, Phil Howard said that on this reduction of force, he said, this isn't a scare tactic. He said, after speaking to the union and stuff, they went ahead and did this now instead of later, and say May or whatever, because we got the levy. He said that a lot of these school districts start hiring early, so he wants these individuals, if they feel the need,
to find the opportunity to for sure,
employment if things don't go well. So, but it was a total of 17 positions that had contracts suspended. There were librarians, there was early childhood education, there was middle school career technical industry arts, music, school counselors, tag, and there's the list of the individuals involved, 17, and I don't know if I'm going to go through those on here, but I'll write about it, and I will probably butcher the names if I try to go through anyway.
The main thing is to just read what you all write, because you're going to do in such detail,
and
this is just a no-win situation for everybody.
Right,
it's just
it's
awful.
It was a tough thing.
Yeah.
And, I see a lot of names on here of people that I've met and I know and have known and stuff like that. So, but we'll be compiling an article about the RIF and listing the individuals and the positions that are involved. And some of this, involves preschool. And he talked a little bit about that as well, in addition to, these people, without the preschool program, a lot of those preschool programs have aides that work in those classrooms.
Well, and here's the thing. There's waiting lists for preschool for years. And if we don't have a preschool program, we already don't have enough preschool.
Right.
So I don't even know what will happen.
I don't know if I know that there's Head Start. I know that you can open enroll probably in Wellston, Oak Hill.
If they have room.
But I know, like he said, with preschool, they've got 7 to 8 aides in preschool, throughout the different buildings. And so if they don't have preschool, then obviously they're going to be looking at those positions. So there's another 7 or 8 positions on top of the 17 that they riffed last night. So, but we'll be getting into all this. It'll probably be my day. That's what I'll be working on all day, is trying to compile everything. On the sports, and I don't know if did Pete get into the prices and stuff? I
think he mentioned just very, very briefly.
So this is going to go in effect for the next school year for Jackson City Schools. It'll take place 2026-2027 school year and shall remain in effect until amended or repealed by formal action of the board. And it's participation fees. It's not pay to play. So even though, like, say on the sports, you're paying this fee, it doesn't necessarily guarantee that you're going to get to play.
It means you'll be on the team.
Yes, you're paying to be on the team. And under the athletic participation fees, it talks about high school and middle school athletic programs, including high school marching band. and gives rates, and it says $250 per sport/activity per student. And then it says maximum of $500 per student per school year, maximum of $1,000 per family per school year. So I think that's if you have more
so if you
than
have
one
multiple
child.
children, yeah.
There's like a cap.
Yeah.
It says each sport activity season constitutes a separate participation fee obligation. And then on the extracurricular side, it talks about like the high school activities, choir, fall play, spring musical, quick recall, which, back in our day was Quiz Bowl.
Oh, okay.
The $150 fee if you want to participate in any of those. So if you're a drama kid, like I was my senior year, and you wanted to participate in fall or spring productions, you're looking at $300 for the year. And me as a kid, thinking back, it's like my mom wouldn't have been able to afford that, so I probably wouldn't have been participating in that. YLA is $100 to participate.
What's that?
And then that's the
Youth Leadership
Association. And then the Drug Free Clubs of America, Student Council, Student Health Council, those all have a $50 participation fee. And then when you get into junior high, the middle school, band and choir, $100 participation fee, student council and health student council, or $50 participation fee. And this was all passed last night, and we'll write in.
And is all of this subject to the levy not passing, or is it going to happen no matter what?
I don't think the superintendent can say publicly, but I according to the committee, maybe I should put it that way. According to the committee, if things go well for the levy, then I think a lot of this probably would not happen.
Okay.
But I know looking at like when they talked about, because it's a 1.25% earned income tax, they don't realize all the funds right away. So that first year collection, they're not going to get the full amount.
Right.
It's going to take several years before they get the full amount, which was like $4 million or something. Mm-hmm. And that was like after several years in.
Okay.
I can't remember. It was like the third year maybe before they reached that amount. So.
Ooh, this is a mess.
It's something. And, we were, I was in Wellston on Monday for school board. And I don't know if Pete talked to any about it yesterday. Okay. The 9. Yeah, they were talking about 9 up there. But, they were talking about property taxes. And, there's a committee out there trying to abolish those. And they said, that's the local part of, because they get funded 3 ways. There's federal, state, and local.
Sure.
And the local comes through property taxes. So that'd be another chunk of money that, So, but anyway, it was a very productive meeting. They had that happen under new business. Some other stuff, because I know we're almost out of time here, that I will be writing about. They had the Kids First Committee for Jackson Public Schools. Tina Fox was there and spoke about how they are doing, and talked about some of the stuff that would be coming up. They still got a couple more Q&As coming up this month. I know in April they talked about they want to do a rally and feed people and have like bounce houses and stuff in the park, so people can come out, get a bite to eat and learn more about the earned income tax. You may be receiving, I don't know if this goes out to like the whole district, but there was a mention of postcards being mailed.
Okay.
So you may be receiving something in the mail that maybe talks a little bit about the levy or the income tax. I guess it's a levy too. It's TIC-TAC. So she was there and talked about that. Had all kinds of awards and recognition last night. Board shout outs. They recognized the elementary teacher of the year through chorus. They recognized some of the local churches and like the Elks Lodge and other folks that have helped with the Jackson Middle School food pantry and their hygiene closet. That was really neat to see. They said $13,000 in donations have been given to that effort down there. So that's really neat. He was saying they kind of have like a grab and go style, like kind of throughout the building to where kids, if there's something they need, they can grab the snack or
That's
food
awesome.
or say they need deodorant or whatever. They also had the Jackson High School competition cheer in, had all the girls in, and they recognized them for their great season and you know how they wrapped it out there in Florida. We spoke about that before. But that's all stuff that we'll be covering in addition to the stuff there involving the finances. One final note, they talked about pole vaulting at the meeting last night under discussion stuff. And it had been brought to Superintendent Phil Howard about pole vaulting, and I guess Jackson doesn't do it as a part of their as a track, as part of track. I guess
we
they don't
had
do
it when I was in school.
And I remember at some point in the past helping with pictures. You know, I don't do a whole lot of sports. I do a lot of news.
I mean,
but I remember taking pictures
to do pole vaulting, but it was available.
Well, he asked the board because I guess at some point in the past it was decided that they wouldn't do it, and he asked the board if it was okay for them to pursue, because I guess you got to get credentials. You got to get some kind of credential. The coach does.
Oh, okay.
For that,
I got you.
And I guess I think he said Vinton County had gotten new pole vaulting equipment, and they were just going to give Jackson their other stuff that was still in good shape.
Okay.
So and it's already, there's still he said it's still the spot for it down there at the middle school. At the track
Yeah.
there. But I remember I've been doing this almost 15 years, and I can remember sometime in the last 15 years going down there to help out because like we were shorthanded or something. So they're like, "You're going to take some pictures of track."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay." And I remember going, and I remember kids doing pole vaulting.
For sure.
So I don't know at what point that changed, but I guess at some point in the
Didn't know that wasn't a thing.
Yeah. So not it won't be this school year. Obviously, track will be coming up here soon, but maybe next school year that'll be something.
Fun.
And it may allow, other schools to come and participate. Because some schools, I guess, don't come and participate at Jackson because they don't offer that.
That makes sense.
So,
Okay.
anyhow, really interesting meetings.
Yeah, I'll bet.
As of late. A lot of just the finance is the big piece here
It's
lately.
a mess. That's for sure.
So...
All right. Well, thank you, Jeremiah. We appreciate you stopping by. And of course, thank you to Maddie and Josh for stopping by as well. And don't forget that 4-H open house tomorrow evening at the fairgrounds. And it's a great way for you to learn more about 4-H and to find a project and talk with people about that. So, all right. Well, I tell you what, we'll be back tomorrow and with
Jackson Area Family Activities Center,
the Why Not? Okay, we'll be back with them tomorrow. And Boy Scouts. Oh, I bet they're going to talk about spaghetti or something. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, we look forward to that. And we'll see you right back here in the morning. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.